We went through certain commanders in the Commander series before, but now, after some experimentations and further learning the game, I decided to revamp the Commander series and revisit every single commander I did before. Now, with that being said, today we'll be discussing Velyn, so stick around to learn everything you need to know about him and more. What's up, guys? Meower here, back with a brand new video. So, I've learned a lot about the game in the past couple of months with the season, the constant fighting, and all that good stuff with the release of Velyn and Kanara. I decided to revamp the entire Commander series and what other commander to start with in the Commander series other than Valiant. So, if you like content like this and would like to see every single commander broken down, which talents to go for, which talents to not go for, what are the skill orders, where you can obtain his shards, and all that good stuff, and some tips and tricks about them, do leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Without further ado, let's get started. As always, my warnings will be the same. You'll need 690 sculptures to max out a legendary commander's skills. Don't forget to never, ever, ever star up your legendary commander or epic commander, no matter or whatever type of commander is, unless you've maxed their first skill. Of course, there are some certain exceptions to the rule, such as gathering commanders, but we'll get to that when it comes to their turn in their videos. In this video, we'll be looking at Valiant's skills, his attributes, and his talent trees and the requirements to max him to level 60. Of course, every single legendary commander needs 7,800,000, 800,000, and 52,000 XP to fully max level 60, and 4 stars as well. Also, to upgrade any skills, you'll need 690 sculptures in order to awaken his last skill. With that out of the way, let's get started. Valiant has some really good attributes which give him access to the magic tree, which is decent. The PvP tree, but it's very lackluster. I'm not a fan of it personally. And the control tree, one of the much better talent trees in the game. So now let's get started on his builds. The first build we'll be exploring for Valiant will be the control tree primary and the magic tree secondary. For that, we'll be starting the usual foundation talents. We'll go for overall attack. Now, some players might argue overall speed or overall defense, but I do prefer defense better because mages should be safe anyway, so there's no reason for you to run away. However, the extra defense will help you out against counterattack damage, which the majority of the damage you'll be taking as a mage will be coming from. So as always, we'll also take HP as well, which is always good. For the control tree, we'll be starting with the March speed, and then we'll make our way to either the all conquering or the extra overall attack, but we will go for the overall attack since we are a mage march. And then we're gonna go for high spirits in order to gain extra rage. However, an argument can be made in order to dealing more normal damage, but since you are a mage, your job as a mage is to dish out as many skill damage as much as possible, so we're going to go for high spirits. And then here, between Cyclone Seal and Soul Siphon, I would definitely go for Cyclone Seal, since you should not be dishing out any counterattack damage, but you will be casting a lot of rage skills. So we're going to go for Cyclone Seal. And then there is an option to go for Blindside, which in my opinion, one of the best talents in the game because it can slow your enemies by 30% for 10 seconds every time you attack a new enemy and enter battle with them. And then we're gonna go for either the Gloom or the Defense Break, but I do prefer Defense Break since it helps out all your allies when they're targeting the same person. And then finally, we're gonna go for Sage in order to gain synergy and increasing the hero skill damage you provide by 5%. And then finally, we'll finish it off with Redscent. I think I'm pronouncing it properly. Well, whatever it is, it's the silence. This is absolutely useless since you only dispel a buff, which is it's very useless. It's not a good skill. Now, you can also go for the heal later on, but however, I do prefer this skill tree because it complements everything Valiant wants to do. If you don't like blindside, you can go for intimidation for the extra hero skill damage. But you're gonna get extra hero skill damage anyways from the magic tree, so you might as well just get it from the magic tree and make use of the extra slow. So we're gonna go for magic HP, we're gonna go for foresight, and then we're gonna go for intimidation, and finally finishing off with the magic maelstrom. That's it for the first build. And for the last talent, I would say put it a single point here in Trembled, finishing up your entire talent tree. The second build we'll go for has you fully invested into control tree, like this build that I'm currently running. I like it, it gives me decent results. Here I didn't figure out how good blindside is until one of my good friends, Moopsy, told me about it. So I should have definitely went for blindside first. Of course, next season I'll be able to revamp every single talent tree. However, I would just invest fully in the control tree and make use of every single buff it has. And for the final build, which is definitely not recommended, is making use of the magic tree as primary. Again, we're going to go straight for Magic Maelstrom, and then it's going to be either between Iconoclasm, I think that's how to pronounce it, or Elemental Boost. However, I do prefer the extra skill damage, which is Iconoclasm. But again, Magic Tree, very lackluster, not worth investing in. And then here we're gonna go for Cyclone Seed as well. That's it for the talents. Now, where can you get his skills? You can get his skills from the daily deals, right here. And then you can get his tokens from the VIP daily logins. And of course, you can exchange his element universals into his sculptures, and you can also summon him from the gold chest. Now, what are good pairings with Valiant? An argument can be made that Valiant is better off with Waldir, since both of them apply the frost, or rather the freeze effect, so it's better to have one of them keep refreshing the freeze effect while he keeps proccing at least one of them on his Snowblind Awaken skill. So I would say the best combination for Valiant, either Waldir primary with Valiant secondary, but I do prefer Valiant primary with Waldir secondary just to access the control tree as a primary commander. You can also run Valiant Alwyn, but it won't be as efficient as Valiant Waldir. And of course, you can run Lilia Valiant, since Lilia would be much better as primary in order to upgrade her skill, to make use of her skill tree and maximize every single damage she can do. But again, I think the best combination for Valiant right now in the current meta is Valiant Waldir. But Valiant Lilia is just as good, but however, Valiant Warrior is much more superior. Now, I do believe this has been everything that you need to know about Valiant. If you liked the video, drop a like, comment down below if you have any questions, and if you have any commanders you would like me to go over through next. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Meow meow.